So I'm Melanie Noel. I'm a social worker in the Adult Mental Health and Wellbeing team for Essex County Council.
Mel has been a really proactive member of the team regarding diversity and challenging discrimination. And the way she's doing that is through helping create a toolkit of resources by reaching out to local community groups and organisations, and also through upskilling the team on our own skills and knowledge through development sessions.
I didn't want to be, I've come in here and I want to make these changes, but it was actually after the murder of George Floyd in May 2020 that I just started to feel really uncomfortable, and it was triggering stuff within me that of my own lived experiences, me as a black woman, me as a black British woman, me as a black British social worker, and it just felt that I needed to do more.
So Mel has been referred to as a fairy godmother in supporting somebody that she was working with. I think that just shows that she comes alongside people, they trust her, she's genuine, and they can develop a relationship with her to address their mental wellbeing goals.
So for me, being trauma informed is actually that I am the intervention. I am the first person, the person I work with meets from the organisation. My behaviour has the biggest communication. So when I see myself as the intervention, then what happens is I become reflective, I'm a self-aware, I have to be trustworthy, I have to be on time. So if I'm wanting them to do something, I'm going to have to be curious. I want to understand, help me understand where you're at. And it's about helping to understand it's actually what's happened to you that's given you the coping strategies that you have now. And yes, it may not be the most healthiest coping strategies, but actually let's talk about where we can go with this, and let's help you to develop new coping strategies that actually is more healthy and that can move you forward within your journey.
One example in particular is with an adoptive parent who was struggling with child-on-parent violence and having a really, really big impact on their mental wellbeing. Lots of stress, very complicated emotions. Through Mel's positivity, they fed back through to us that without that, they wouldn't have been able to navigate their own emotions. Without her helping them understand the impact of trauma, not just on their adoptive child, but also on themselves.
My proudest achievement actually is when you work with people who have had difficult lived experiences, but you're still able to touch them and to make them feel special. It's almost like what Maya Angelou says, it's not what you say, what you do, it's actually how you made them feel. And she also says you must be a rainbow in somebody's cloud. And that's my achievement. I try to have passion, compassion, be kind. There's nothing that I can say I've achieved apart from touching people's lives, and that's all I'd want to achieve.